Hey everybody, welcome to the Final Flash podcast. My name is Gambit. As always, I'm joined by my co-host,
Emilio.
Hentai Guy.
You know it.
First and foremost, let's give a shout out, Blood by Design. Intro, outro music is always provided by Blood by Design. Great band. Today's episode, since we forgot to mention it at the beginning of our last episode.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up this time. Today's main topic is mostly going to be anime movies. And we're not just talking just Ghibli in general. This is more generalized anime movies. All kinds that we have.
Right, but we're still going to show some love to Ghibli because, I got
Ghibli.
my Princess Mononoke hoodie on, which, in all honesty, I think is a female's hoodie. But I love it and I wear it all the time anyway.
Look, if women can wear if women can wear men's clothes, I don't see why we can't do the same. If it fits, it fits. That is the golden rule. You know, the chest may be a little bit more predominant in some, but hey, don't worry about that.
If I walk in on you wearing a garter belt, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's the end of our friendship.
What was it, the priest in panty and stockings? The garter belt? Yeah. Well, if he could do it, why can't I?
Because he could pull it off. He had an afro and everything.
He was a man who had power.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's discuss anime. What have you watched?
I've actually finished two anime recently. One was Komi Can't Communicate. That's on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen any of Komi at all.
I have not watched Komi Can't Communicate.
So Komi Can't Communicate it follows two of our main characters, and I'm probably going to get the male character's name wrong, but I believe his name is Tendo. And then you have your other main character, Komi. They go to school, but Tendo finds out that she has high social anxiety. Like, she can't speak to nobody, can't even hardly look them in the eyes. She gets so scared to even just say hi to someone. So someone with very great social anxiety, which you have no idea what that's like.
Not at all. I am a very out there type of person.
Exactly. Like, it's an interesting show because the main goal is she wants to make 100 friends. So he's trying to help her make those friends and be more social. So, like, coming from a person who was, like, had a fear of just talking to people in general back in the day, or just not like talking at all, I highly understand this character a lot.
Right.
I used to be, like, so anxiety ridden that I couldn't talk to nobody. Hell, I had fear of even just talking to women back then. So
don't you still do?
Not as much. I have gotten past that point. We're good now.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, no, like, I can at least say hi and hold a conversation. Not back then, though. No, it's a fun, just cute anime, and it's filled with warmness and kind-heartedness of characters. That I'd originally watched, like, the first 12, and then Netflix took a break and then released the other half, but I never got back to the second half. So I was able to finally watch that second half just recently. And I do hope they continue with the next season, just because it's a fun anime. I enjoy a little lightheartedness of anime like this. You don't have to be, like, super focused in on it. It's more of like, yeah, this is just a nice, relaxing anime I can enjoy. There's no high stakes involved.
Right, it's a comfort anime.
It's 100% a comfort anime. It's something that I could eventually even go back and probably watch again, just because of how nice and relaxing it can be.
Cool.
There was one scene that I thought, son of a bitch, that's us. They did do the, you know how they have that one episode where they do, like, vacation or high school trip somewhere.
Yeah.
They go. All the guys go to the bathhouse, and when they get out of the bathhouse, one of the characters like, "Wow, you got such defined muscles." And so they start posing in front of, like, this window, like, with the town behind them, and, like, they're just getting so into it. Other people just are getting into it with them, and then they just start flexing, even though they don't got muscles or nothing. And I was just like, and then, like, even Tendo's just taking the pictures, and he's, like, getting really into it for no reason. I was like, son of a bitch, that's us. We'd get caught up in the energy and just be taking stupid ass photos like that. You tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's totally yes.
The stupidest shit that we've done, that's like not even the highest on the list.
That's true, man. I mean, but that's what happens when you've known someone for like, what, 16 plus years
Oh,
now?
yeah. The other anime that I finished recently was My Uncle from Another World.
Mhm.
And I don't think you've heard of that one either.
I have heard of it.
Okay, you
I haven't seen it, though.
You haven't seen it, though?
No.
Basically, it's like...
It's on my watch list.
Yeah. Basically, his uncle gets isekai, but the story takes place when he comes back
Mm-hmm.
to the real world. And, like, he can still use his magic and stuff in the world. And, like...
That's a nice concept.
Yeah.
It's kind of a break from the norm.
Yeah, but he doesn't, like, do anything special with the powers. They're, like... Their big idea is... Hey, let's record this, upload this to YouTube, and just become famous off of that, and make money making YouTube videos.
And why not?
Why not?
If you can do it, let's do it.
But occasionally we do get glimpses into the fantasy world because his uncle has the power to actually, what is it? Like, basically he could show them what he's thinking or what happened in the world, and it actually gives them a whole, like, basically, like, live screen TV of what he can show them from the world. And it's just, it's hilarious because everybody apparently in the fantasy world is just so handsome that he's just so ugly they think he's an ogre.
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. Okay. I was not expecting that part.
I wish that was like a joke, but that's legitimately the reason.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of the trouble he gets into himself is because people think he's like an ogre or a goblin.
Right. Bless you, and poor guy.
Oh yeah, I had a sneeze right there. I got another one coming.
Keep it to yourself. He didn't keep it to himself.
There was no stopping it. But no, that one, it's very much a funny anime.
Mm-hmm.
And watching like his nephew and like his nephew's childhood friend watch their reactions as they're watching this happen, like, and since he's from, like, he disappeared, like, let's say when we were born, like, so when he comes back into this world, he doesn't understand the concepts of tsundere characters or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so when he meets a tsundere character in the world, he has no idea about it or anything. So truly just a clueless guy.
Right.
I love it.
I've actually seen a couple more too. I didn't watch as much anime as I would have liked to this last week, but I was busy with work and that took up a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did watch Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro.
I love that one.
Second season. Of course, I'd already seen the first. I do love it. For those of you who don't know, it's a slice of life anime. It's real cutesy. It's got the bubbly art style, but it's a great story, and it's got elements of fan service in it. But it doesn't go too far, but you get the classic trope of like the boy who like accidentally gropes the woman, and
you get your classic like quotes of like, yeah, this has got to happen at some point within the anime. So yeah, I love Nagatoro.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable, and I think there's going to be a season 3.
I don't see why there wouldn't be at this point.
I mean, it hasn't been confirmed as far as I know, but I feel like there's going to be a season 3.
Well, they never confirmed season 2 right off the bat. So I mean, but yeah, no, Nagatoro's been one of those. I was surprised that it even got the second season because I wasn't sure if they were going to do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just a fun, like, slow burn romance, but like mostly that comedic like style there.
Oh yeah, for sure. It basically carries on over from like season 1. She just doesn't want to admit her feelings, so she acts like a tsundere character. Yeah, essentially, like she's being mean, but that's not why. Like, she's not being mean because she's mean. She's being mean because she don't know how to convey those feelings, or she doesn't want to.
Right.
And same with him. You got your classic shy guy who just doesn't know how to express himself.
Yeah.
Especially to the opposite sex. But another anime that I've watched recently is Chilling in My 30s After Getting Fired from the Demon Lord's Army.
I have not seen that one at all. No.
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah. It's not an isekai, but it's set in like old world.
Okay.
Like demon lords, dragons, and all this other stuff. Yeah.
It's basically you're just your straight actual fantasy type anime. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, and there's some action in it, but it's a lot closer to slice of life. So while there's action in it, you're not going to actually see like a bunch of fighting and
Right, they just sprinkle like that bit of action there just to hold your attention.
Yeah. It's really well written. I'm already starting it.
You almost did it. You caught yourself though.
It's really well written and damn it, dude. That's my place. And the animation is actually great.
Man, you messed up once and now you're completely down.
I'm telling you, I just got to reboot the whole system now. I don't like the way they ended it. I feel like it was kind of a cop-out the way they ended it. But the anime's still good for what it is. Definitely still go watch.
Is it that 12 episode, like, it's that lackluster ending type thing, you know? Good. The rest of the anime is just amazing, but they got that lackluster ending.
Sort of, yeah. And I get the direction that we're going in with it, but I just didn't like it as much as I would have preferred, an alternate ending.
Right.
But yeah, those are the two I've watched, and I'm currently rewatching season 1 of The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had made it.
I've seen that, but I haven't watched it yet. It's in the queue list on my Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
But right now I'm currently working through what I see you're already either finished or working through is Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun.
Oh yeah, no, I finished that.
Yeah, see that I didn't know if the new season had 21 episodes or not. So, but yeah, no, I love Iruma-kun so much.
Oh, Vampire Hunter Bloodlust. Is that what you were working on? Is that something you've recently seen?
I'm sure that's an anime. I swear I've heard that.
Oh no, it definitely is. Let me see. Anyways, on The Fruit of Evolution, I'm rewatching it because I watched it when it first came out, and I was trying to remember it because I had no clue they came out with the season 2.
Oh, they came out with the season 2?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they came out with the season 2, so I'm really excited to jump into that, but I want to rewatch season 1 and get that refresher course going.
Kevlar says, I love Vamp D. I bet you do.
Now, you love Vamp D or you love the Vamps D? Because there's a huge difference in that. And no judgment, but just so we're clear, there's a huge difference. There's a giant leap from one to the other.
He likes both.
Hey man, and if that's what you like, then that's what you like. Get no judgment from me.
I'm with you. I'm thirsty today too.
I know. So, have you seen the new episode of Michelle, Magic and Muscles?
I've not seen the newest episode yet.
I have not either.
Okay. Yeah, I still love it though. It's so I did see the one clip on TikTok, but since I've read the manga, I kind of already know what's happening. But
I still haven't decided to read it
yet.
yet.
Man, people are just dying on that episode because at the end that's the big Quidditch match. Quidditch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They the workaround that he does for that is just hilarious.
Oh man. You said you weren't going to attend Anime Expo, correct? You were thinking about not going?
Yeah, I think pretty much at this point, since we're already in April, about to go into May, I think it's pretty much already set in stone that I won't be going to Anime Expo this year. And that has more to do, and no slight to anybody that's going this year, or this is your first Anime Expo, but those ticket prices drastically rose this year.
Oh, dude, drastically.
And if you haven't noticed on social media, a lot of people are like, "Hey, I'm not going." That's ridiculous.
They're ridiculous prices, right?
Yeah,
I don't understand why. Because even last year's show, they didn't start out this high. They were still higher than normal.
They didn't even even for the 4-day badge, it never got as high as what the prices are right now. Even when it first started for this year, the prices were not as bad as high as they got for us during last year. Yeah, which is insane because one of the prices used to be that we have now were for VIP badges when they were doing VIP.
Yeah.
And then they just scrapped that whole thing and then just said, here's regular badges. And then but we're going to put them at VIP prices. And I'm just well, what was the point?
Yeah, because I mean, In 2016 and 17, they were still doing the Black Friday deal where you can get a 4-day badge for like 60, $75.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you go from 60 to $75, and then you go off to where they are now, which is what, 160 something currently?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. That's a huge leap, dude, for just like 4 years.
Yeah, because like even with other cons currently, like even them, they're not drastically raising their prices like we saw.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'd rather just go to a different con that just are keeping their prices just about the same
Right.
than I would go to Anime Expo because I'm paying almost triple than what I would have paid the year before, and I just don't see any reason why currently, especially when there's just not much going on in Anime Expo right now.
Yeah.
I love the merch. I love the artist alley. I
Oh,
love
for sure. I mean, I got my Anime Expo hat on right here.
Yeah, no, I love the people. I love the cosplays. I love taking photos and uploading them to Instagram, you know. And I love meeting people out there at Anime Expo. But like, me and you, we either drive, fly, or whatever else we can do that year.
Or the train, which
Yeah,
I really did enjoy that time. We went on the train.
that train was fun.
Yeah, Amtrak, dude, that was so fun.
Yeah, but like, I just don't see the reason why I would do that again while paying triple for the ticket while I'm at it. You know, I like a deal. You know.
Did you mess up, or did my brain mess up? I swear I heard you repeat the same thing.
I may have said it twice, but
Okay.
I added the bit at the end.
Okay, yeah, that really screwed with me just now.
Yeah.
Okay, my problem is not only the prices, but I'm not seeing any return value on those tickets.
Yeah.
Like I don't see very many panels this year. No special guests so far that I've seen.
Yeah, no.
That like I'm just dying to see.
Besides our main like American voice actors who tend to go to almost any other con too,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing anybody like interesting like, you know, when Goblin Slayer was there on the main floor signing Goblin Slayer books.
Right.
You know, I love that. And like that's another thing that's been bugging me this year, these past years, and I think it has more to do with COVID than anything. Like what was that artist that we got from the Faku booth?
Oh,
Shindo. Yeah, like, it was so hard to just go get something signed by Shindo. It was practically a lottery.
Yeah, they gave you a ticket, and I think he was only doing 50 signings.
Yeah, per day.
Per day. But are you kidding? Like, this is the largest anime convention in America. The largest.
And let's not even, like, sugarcoat this. This is the hentai man behind Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
So like
Shindo L is, if y'all don't know, is a mangaka, and he's in the hentai industry.
Yes.
So if you've seen
Metamorphosis,
and there's some other ones that I have over here that
but I think that's
can't
the
show.
one that everybody recognizes.
Yeah.
I mean, they recognize the schoolgirl with the glasses and the braids. That's like peak, like, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Shindo is to hentai like what Junji Ito is to horror.
Exactly.
Like,
that's the best way to put
He's
that.
the Junji of his genre.
But,
and,
like,
you know,
exactly. 50 signings a day?
Only 50? Are you kidding me? There's
that's
thousands.
Trump work.
There's tens of thousands of people in there. And we've been, like, packed like sardines on opening day when we're waiting for those doors to open for the first time.
Yeah. No, it's insane to me. I mean, when you look at other conventions, like, let's even go back when Jason David Frank did his conventions, like, 50 signatures would not be enough for that man.
No.
Like, he'd be like, no, I could do triple that in a day. Are you kidding me? And I'll take time to do a photo with him.
Right. And to be fair, I don't think it was Shindo himself.
No.
It had to have been with, like, the staff or his personal staff. Like his publicist and stuff.
It had to be a mix of the con with the staff and then Cody. But like, you know, it's like 50 was just not enough.
50 is a drop in the bucket to all the participants who go to Anime Expo every year.
And it wasn't even that. The Faku was promoting this as their big thing, you know? Hey, he's gonna be here. And then it's like, once you got there, it's like, oh, but only 50 people are going to be able to get a signature.
Right. And I mean, he's a big name.
Yeah.
Like, I got my book, and he was doing the signing. You know, you and I, we got up like early that morning.
And like, even with us getting up as early as we could to try to get there, we were still in the big ass line just to get into the building.
Oh yeah.
Like there was
Like his.
we would have had to have camped overnight just to even be lucky enough.
Yeah, his signature line, it filled every single day.
Like within the first 30 minutes. Kevlar wants to know if we've been to Akon. I have not.
I have not.
I have not been to Akon.
But that is on my list to go because I'm always looking for new cons that I haven't been to go to. I know we got West Texas Comic Con coming up.
We got ooh, what was that? What was that? Yeah, we got West Texas Comic Con. We
Nice.
also have the Dallas anime convention that comes every year. One of the big ones that I always want to go to is
Dragon
Con.
Dragon
Yes.
Con, yeah. That one's more about the cosplay, isn't it?
Yes, that is like cosplay and like party.
I do know
central.
something about it.
Yeah.
It's 30 or 40 now. What are we talking when you say it's 30 to 40? Are you talking about like the prices?
Oh, I think that's what he means. Like currently, Akon's prices. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, other anime conventions are not as expensive as Anime Expo right now, and that's like low ground for most anime conventions or any convention right now.
Oh yeah, because I know West Texas Comic Con, their tickets I think they're starting at around 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they'll be here next month. Well, in June. They'll be here in like mid-June.
Yeah, like other cons I see don't. The highest I've seen besides Anime Expo are about $80.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything like super majorly high like we're seeing in Anime Expo. And again, and that's with only like our mainstay like American voice actors that are showing up there.
Right.
With nothing else there.
Right, because I mean I remember in 2016 we had the whole we had the Project H panel with all the Japanese hentai mangaka and everything coming over. Huge panel, had lots of fun.
They even did like arts then and there on the spot.
Oh yeah, they were doing signings and drawings, and Kat got something. I didn't. It was so funny because she was the first one. Like we were looking, and one of the mangaka, and I forget who it was. He was like, "You keep it," and it was an adult toy. I can't say what. I don't want to use the actual words.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
It was an adult toy, and it was for males. I can say that part. It was a male adult toy, and she was looking. He's like, "You keep," and she was like, "No," because she's all shy. She's very shy and like introverted in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, "No, you keep." So she got it. A swarm of people just hit the table, and they were just like taking things. Like, "Can I have this? Can I have this?" You already got it in your hand.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't even ask. They were just grabbing it.
I know, like, God damn it, Americans, stop it!
I know.
You're making us look bad.
But yeah, no, those panels are always so fun, or even like special interviews with like other artists or anything like that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Like we did not even have hardly any of that last year, which is what I look forward to. I love going to those panels and maybe getting some free exclusives or
or a viewing, of an anime that's set to come out like months from then.
Exactly, and even at that, like the halls were filling up because they had to downsize on the halls because of COVID, so they were filling up even faster this last year.
Right.
So it was just insane, But yeah, with the prices that they are right now, no big names are coming to America at this current time.
Yeah, that I know of, anyways. Because I mean, I've been looking, but I haven't seen any, special guest announcements that I'm dying for.
Yeah.
Let's see, Kevlar says they're about $50 a pop now, but that's still not bad, dude.
Yeah, and like I say, always look for a time to go to a con. You don't have to go every year. I like to do something every year, so I usually tend to go to some sort of convention. But I definitely say make the time to try to hit one.
Oh yeah, dude. I love going to cons. I love meeting the people and everything about it. But last year with Anime Expo, there was hardly any panels. I stayed in the exhibit hall the entire time.
Yep, I felt the same way.
Like,
and again, it's not like I have anything against the main hall or anything, but compared to years before, I could run into just random artists right then and there, and they would be like, "Yeah, we're signing stuff. Here you go." Like, not even like an issue at all.
Right.
And I wasn't getting any of that this year. There was like hardly any even like special like prizes or events this year that you could get for free or stuff like that.
Now there was that Bleach panel for the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yes.
Now that was there, and that was well worth it. But I could not get in. That line filled up so damn fast. Like,
So
so
damn.
fast.
Well, it's because they didn't have other panels to compete with the other panels. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they had like one or two panels, and it's like, okay, well, you can either choose this one or this one.
Yeah.
But we have nothing else to fill out in the other halls, so it's just kind of like.
Well, we had all the English VAs for
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer, and then we had the Bleach panel. But those were like the only two big panels that were
Exactly.
advertised for that year.
Exactly.
Compared to like previous years where we had like dozens to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
And like you had to run to get in line to your favorite panel,
Yeah.
or you just weren't getting it. But now, I mean, there's so few panels that it makes it almost not worth it for me, anyways, to go, because like I said, I'm spending all my time in Artist Alley or the exhibit hall, which I love, because I always buy a ton of merch every time.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
go.
the best place to get you like your art and everything else there,
Mhm.
you know. But
But
I
that
could
was
buy
about
I could buy
it.
some of that online if I really wanted to.
Right.
But it's crazy.
See, Kevlar says, when I went, it was 60 for all 3 days. Yeah, and that's about what it.
Yeah, that's
what
about
it was.
standard.
Yeah.
And then he says the con was the first time I seen anime movies, and now there's so many movies.
Yeah, dude. There's tons of movies.
I gotta ask you, do you remember what your first anime movie was? I'm curious. Because I think most people would say anything by Ghibli would easily be their first.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to guess, most people would either say Kiki's Delivery Service or Spirited Away. Because those are the ones that they aired like on Cartoon Network the most.
Right.
So I know those are like people. Princess Mononoke for
This
you.
was my first, and I saw it in English.
DBZ, the Broly movie.
Oh, dude, Broly was such a good movie.
And it's so funny. It was never canon, and now it's like was such a good character. Like they had to officially make him canon now.
Mm-hmm. It took forever though.
It did.
It took ages to make him canon.
It's so sad that it took so long. But hey, we got him now.
Yeah.
We got an official canon Broly.
Now I will say, when we got Kefla, it was Kefla, right?
Yes.
Who Broly'd out. I will say, when we got her, I thought that's what they were gonna do, and she was just gonna be the new
just
image
a
of Broly.
cop out like alternate universe. Hey, look, this is Broly.
Yeah. I was like, no, please don't do that to me. But then we got the movie,
Yep.
the new movie, and I was like really excited about that because he's officially canon now.
Oh yeah, I loved the old Broly movie, and I love the new Broly
Mhm.
movie. So I'm down for either. Both characters are great. Although I still stand by what DBZ Abridged said. He's so mad because Kakarot cried. That's so stupid, but he's so cool.
Oh man!
But his crying was really annoying.
Kevlar says, to be honest, she still is like the female Broly. Oh yeah, of course, but that's for her universe. Our universe has the real Broly.
Yeah. We have our Broly, and they have their own, which is
their version of Broly,
Yeah.
which is Kale, obviously.
yeah. So technically, there's two technically canonical Broly types.
Yeah.
Legendary Super
Just
Saiyans.
OPs, dude.
Oh yeah.
Seriously OP. Like Jiren. Jiren was ridiculously OP. I don't think he should have been that OP.
Yeah, well, I mean, even at that, Kakarot never officially like beat him himself. It had to be a team effort,
Mm-hmm.
and like even at that, it was a team effort with Frieza.
Yeah. It went through Vegeta, Frieza, Kakarot, and then only getting finished by 17. 17 was the only one left at the end.
I love how like much effort Android 18 and 17 put into that whole arc.
Mhm.
They just were like giving it their all,
Yeah.
and then like at the end, 17 was just there for support, only to be like just by convenience the only one left on a piece of rock.
Right.
It's like,
Kevlar says, would love to see their kid. Could you imagine?
oh my.
If Kefla and Broly had a baby? Oh my god, dude.
That thing would just be indestructible.
Yeah. You have like perfect genes, and you just mix them together. Dude, you'd probably birth a god
You,
rather than training to be a god.
oh my! What's the point in training when you can just have a god?
He says they only made him so OP because it was the only way they can get Goku to push farther after going Ultra Instinct. That is true. But I think one of the downfalls with Dragon Ball Super right now in the manga is they're pushing the power scales way too high. Like the pacing is going way too fast.
Yeah, no,
like we just jumped from like
I haven't read the manga.
God Saga.
I haven't read the manga, but we even got a new form for Frieza too, Frieza Black.
Yeah.
Or like I saw on TikTok.
It's on Twitch Talk.
Like I saw on TikTok, Frieza Black Air Force Energy. That's just fucking insane to me. It's just like, all right, how many more colors are we gonna make Frieza here before we decide what's most powerful?
Yeah. Well, Piccolo, he got his new color.
Yeah,
in the last movie. Yeah, he's orange. Then Gohan got Beast Mode, which I'm still ashamed to say, and don't hate me, I have not seen the new movie yet, which isn't even new anymore.
And you know what's so funny is like that movie's so like divided too on whether fans like it or hate it. I liked it.
I'm gonna love it because it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I liked it, but it's definitely just one of those out of the box DBZ movies.
Yeah, Kevlar says they're going to make him as strong as the Angels. I mean, yeah, but in order to keep the story going, like Toriyama wants to, like the pacing is just going so fast as far as like power scales.
Yeah, I know. Even with like the new main villain that we got in the current one, they can't even go Super Saiyan Blue, so they're having to scale them down in order to really focus in on like combat style and like Ultra Instinct and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to see what we can get with the story. And again, I haven't read any of the manga, so who knows? It's probably really stellar, and I can't wait to see it anyways. But I will be like, we need to slow down the pace a bit.
Kevlar says he's indifferent on the movie. He's really not. I guess he's really not sure, like whether he's interested in Beast Mode or not.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's weird because like especially when you have Blue and Ultra Instinct, and then randomly we just got Beast Mode,
right?
Which is like, where's the scaling on for Beast Mode?
Right. I mean, and originally Gohan was supposed to take over after Goku died.
Yeah,
initially.
No. And then
it was supposed to be Gohan's story from then on.
Yeah, and then he just was like, no, I don't want to fight.
Yeah. But I mean, Goku's such a beloved character that Akira Toriyama decided not to keep him, killed off permanently.
Yeah, I don't think he had a choice in that matter. Everybody just loved
Yeah.
Goku so much.
Fans just loved. They were diehard Goku fans, especially back then. There were more fans for Goku than there were Vegeta.
Oh no, I think Vegeta's more popular now.
Oh, for definitely, and he's even one of my favorite characters. It used to be Goku, but I think as you get older, you start to see Vegeta's point of view more.
You become that more cynical type.
This guy's right. We should destroy the Earth, and then change our minds and settle down with a hot woman and have a child or two.
Oh man, I still think of Team 4-Star. All right, little bald boy, listen to me carefully. I need you to almost kill me, and you're not going to hurt me. I will think about it.
Oh my god, dude.
But we should get to today's main topic, which is definitely anime movies.
Anime movies, of course.
You said Princess Mononoke is like your first one, and I know you're a big fan of Mononoke.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it, dude. Like I said, I don't think I've ever actually seen it in the original Japanese sub. But I have watched the dub, and like standard with all Ghibli movies, you got some pretty big names in there.
Yeah, there's like no doubt. You like a lot of Ghibli films. We also get like actual actors.
Like you get like A-listers.
Yeah,
like Hollywood A-listers.
Yeah, it's always surprising to see them when they come in and do some voice acting.
Like Billy Bob Thornton, he does one of the voices of a side character in Princess Mononoke, and that's just like one of the many actors, like actual A-listers.
Yeah, it's always funny to see when you're going and looking at it, because it's like they're not even just using your standard English voice actors. Like, no, we're gonna find top tier actual like movie actors.
Oh yeah, Ghibli pulls out all the stops.
Mm-hmm.
They do not worry about budget when it comes to voice acting.
Mm-hmm. I don't think of any. I don't think I've seen any recent Ghibli films because I know mostly they've been in like his son that's been doing them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love a lot of the old ones because of Spirited Away.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and then what else do we have? Howl's Moving Castle. I don't know anybody who doesn't know Howl's Moving Castle.
That's probably if we're talking strictly Ghibli, that's probably gonna be like probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
Right behind Mononoke.
Yeah, no, it's such a fun story,
Mm-hmm.
and just visually, we'll never get that type of animation style ever again.
Yeah.
That animation style is dead, and I want it back sometimes, but I accept that it's gone.
They do have a Howl's Moving Castle hoodie at Box Lunch right now.
You want it?
Which it's clearly female again, but I want it, and I'm probably gonna get it.
No,
Probably tomorrow.
You should. He should totally get that hoodie.
Oh,
no
yeah.
questions asked.
I'm definitely gonna get it. I forgot the color of it, but it was definitely like female is the target. They want buying it, but I'm totally gonna get it.
I can imagine you going up to the counter. I'd like to purchase this. Getting it for your girlfriend? Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Yep. Oh, dude. But yes, Howl's Moving Castle is definitely a second in line right behind Princess.
But besides other like Ghibli films, there are other anime films that are out there besides Ghibli that people may or may not know.
Right.
But like one of my recent all time favorites, I don't know if you've seen it, A Silent Voice.
I have. Sorry,
I was like, I'd be surprised if you
It's
haven't.
the one with the deaf girl, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
It took me a while. I was like scrolling through my brain. I was like,
Mhm.
which movie?
So basically, your main synopsis, it starts with them as kids. You got a deaf girl and our main character who bullies her.
Yeah.
But it's not just him; it's everybody equally in that class bullying her just because she's
It's
just 'cause-
brutal.
yeah, just because she's deaf. No other reason, just because they can. And then you fast forward in time, and it doesn't outright say, or no, it does say it, but it takes a minute. But he's planning to kill himself,
Mm-hmm.
but he wants to make right with the world, so he sells his stuff to give money to his mom, and then learns sign language to go apologize to her. And then when he finds her, that story takes off from that point, and you can enjoy the journey of that for a bit. It's very interesting too because he himself after bullying also becomes getting bullied himself. So he becomes to the point where he can't even look people in the face anymore
Mm-hmm.
because of fear of judgment and how they would look at him in disgust.
Yep.
I like how you just flipped that.
Yeah, it's definitely a tearjerker, dude.
It is so.
I cried on
it is heartbreaking, because it has a lot to deal with depression and
Mm-hmm.
understanding just because you're different doesn't make you a bad person.
Right.
It doesn't, and it's just because you're causing strife for other people because of what's happening doesn't mean it's your fault. It's the world's fault, and you shouldn't take that blame all to yourself,
Right.
And I feel for this movie a lot, and I really love it, and I do ever get the chance, I recommend it to people. It's
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking for a good movie that's got great animation and a great story, this is going to be it. And even at that, it's not the happy go-all ending. The ending is more of we're still learning and progressing through life because not
Mhm.
everything can be fixed overnight.
Not everything is black and white when it comes
Exactly.
to anime, and that's what I love.
That's what I love about this movie. It's not. We reached the ending, but it's not all happy and good vibes. It's still a learning process and learning to become better.
Yeah, it's got very real world implications in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now if we're talking a little more modern-ish, Jujutsu Kaisen 0,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe just dropped on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I saw that one in theaters. I try and hit all the anime movies when they're in theaters.
You know what surprised me? You know, like recent anime, like people like us, and then like the past. You couldn't find an anime movie in a theater to save your fucking life.
Oh, for sure.
Like they did not exist. Like even with the One Piece, you know, I always get asked by my friends like, "Hey, which One Piece movie should I watch, and when should I watch them compared to the series?" And I have to be like, I always have to tell them, I have no idea, because at the time One Piece was coming out, they didn't have the movies here in the U.S. They did not exist.
Yeah, like they never came over here.
Like, and even pirating them to get the subs were just astronomically hard.
Mhm.
So I never watched any of the older movies. I've seen the new recent ones, but I couldn't tell you where to watch the old ones and when to watch them
Right.
because I myself could not watch them at the time.
Yep. He said LimeWire. Tell me you're old without telling me you're old.
Yeah, no, like you just
LimeWire. You outed yourself,
you
bro.
outed yourself hard.
You're definitely mid-30s to 40s right now.
And that's
what Dad told me. He said, "Bro."
Hey, you said it. You said it. No, the worst about LimeWire was when you download it. Like,
Well, you didn't like that one.
Yeah, the worst part about LimeWire is like, all right, I finally downloaded the movie after 3 fucking days,
Mhm.
and then only to realize you've downloaded something completely way off.
I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally downloaded porn. And when I've tried to actually go download porn, I downloaded something completely different. Dude, LimeWire was the worst and best for that whole generation.
Like, I love the download times on some of that shit. It was just
It took forever. But you felt like the shit when you got it for free. Like, you felt like you were the
you
big
got the
boss.
brand new movie and you could watch it right
Yep.
then and there.
You felt like expert hacker and stuff. Like, that's right. Yeah, I watched the movie, but it hasn't hit theaters yet. Well, sucks for y'all. I watched it.
Sucks to suck.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, like movies back then, you could
Mhm.
not watch an anime movie back then,
It's,
and it's
not in theaters. It was so hard, dude.
and even at that, like getting the DVDs were even still difficult at the time, because I want to say they were much more expensive back then
Oh,
than they
definitely.
are today. Like even before, like even now, like we have a manga shop here that would get a hold of some of those movies and sell them, but for astronomically high
Oh
prices.
yeah, he marks them up so much, like it's ridiculous. The only thing you can get at that shop, at its actual price, is the manga because
Yeah,
he can't mark that up,
It's impossible. There's no way he can.
and that sucks because he has some really good Gundam kits that I want to build,
Mhm.
but those things are marked up 5 times the original price, and the original price is already like $300 and something.
I hear he has the One Piece card game, and like nobody else ordered them here in town, but he ordered them, and guess what? They're way out of the price range of what you would normally
no,
buy.
definitely not, dude. And I do not like. I understand you got to make a living, but you're marking this up like 800%. Like, I get if you want to like double the price, I could understand, but like you're tripling, quadrupling the price, and that is crazy. And we have a new follower. Now, who is it? Because you're closer to the screen than I am.
Rearing savings. I was about to say you were rearing it up to like take someone out is what I thought that was going for, and you know we messed that up completely.
Nice. Well, Rearing Savings, thank you for joining us. Thank you for following. We hope you enjoy it.
You know what the sad part about this is? I'm the book reader. I have actual books. You just have really manga. You don't read as much as I do.
I don't. Danny, Gambit dumb. Gambit need picture. Picture. Show me picture and I'll be happy.
Hey, apparently I'm still just as.
Oh man.
man. But like as you were saying, Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
0, yeah. But real quick, while we go back, you were saying how it was you could never watch an anime movie in the theater.
Oh yeah.
Now, Cinemark and maybe even other theaters like the AMC's.
We got Cinemark,
and
Alamo,
Premieres, and Alamo.
yeah.
I think Alamo is only native to Texas, though, ain't it?
Texas and I think some adjacent states. They're spreading out more.
But I know at Cinemark you can actually request like certain Ghibli movies now.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can pretty much, if you want to rent out a room for yourself, which I think is like $100 or a couple $100.
Yeah, it's not as expensive as you think.
Actually, pretty cheap. It's not a bad idea when you just want to get together with some friends and watch a movie, and then just have the whole theater to yourself. So you don't have to worry
I think
about other
Cinemark
people.
was like, hey, you can rent out the theater for like $120, and like
Mhm.
you get a free popcorn and drink
Yeah.
with anybody who shows up.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad deal. We did that not too long ago, and I think it was for an anime movie, didn't we?
We did actually. We did.
It was with our other friends.
It was for
What
the.
movie? Do you remember?
It was for the Demon Slayer movie.
It was Mugen Train. That's what. Yeah.
It was Mugen Train.
Yeah, which is another great movie, by the way.
Oh, but I loved Mugen Train.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The last AMC I went to smelled like a men's locker room. Yeah, dude. I've only been to an AMC theater once, and it was in Oklahoma,
mm.
and
Yeah.
I did not like it.
You know what's insane to me, even to this day? They're like in Texas, we sell pickles at our theater. When I go to a theater, I get a pickle. That's just what I've always done.
Mm-hmm.
If you if you go anywhere outside of Texas, they do not have pickles in their theaters.
Dude, it's crazy, and they look at us like we're weird.
When I went to LA for the first time, I went to the movie theater and I was like, "You guys got any pickles?" Because I didn't see them, on the back, and they're like, "Pickles," and I was like, "I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Don't look at me like that."
It's crazy, like it's still America. It's such a culture shock, but how can you have a culture shock within your own culture? Like, where are the pickles, dude? You're playing with me.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm gonna miss my movie arguing with you, dude. Just give me the pickle. I want to see the previews.
yeah, no, they're like, we don't sell pickles at our theater, and I was like, now you're just fucking with me at this point, because I know there's some fucking pickles back there.
See, Kevlar says couldn't beat the $3 movies.
Oh, I miss.
We had what did we have? The $2 movies.
$2 movie
Before they closed it down. And that was when we were like junior high school era.
Mm-hmm.
You could that was a perfect place to go when you were broke but still wanted to do something.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
Or even being in a junior high or high school and going on dates, like that was a perfect cheap place to go.
Yeah, that showed our fucking date for. I was like, man, we don't got a lot of money. Where are we going? $2 movie theater.
$2 movies. See any movie you want? It's just $2.
Hell, even the snacks were fucking cheap as
The
hell.
snacks were cheap.
Yeah, I loved it, and
Now it's like $18 at a contract to promise them your firstborn child if you want a large Coke.
Oh, at this point, I just sneak in some snacks. Like, the most I get is, like, a soda and a popcorn, and then the pickle. Don't forget that damn pickle.
I don't like their pickles, though. I've snuck in my own pickles. I like the kosher dill. I don't like those. The theater pickles, the dill pickles, they leave, like, a dry taste in the mouth for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Well, because I think recently they went to the whole single individually packed pickles now.
See, Kevlar said back in high school, or he says school, we had a kid from Germany and popcorn isn't a thing for them.
No.
And that's weird.
No.
Don't expect me to go to a theater and you not give me popcorn.
How is a popcorn not a fucking thing when literally, like, old-time films put popcorn in between the rails just to convince you to get popcorn?
Oh, yeah.
So that is mind-blowing.
Dude, it's crazy. But,
like, listening to other cultures, I'm just amazed when I hear, like I imagine us going to Japan and asking for something in that theater and just, like, having them look at us like we're stupid.
well, I know Japan sells popcorn. And I only know that because the last One Piece movie, Red,
Yeah,
they were selling the popcorn buckets, but
Yes.
it was exclusive to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so mad.
I wanted one of those so bad, too. But, yeah, no, I'm like... I'm sure there's going to be something that we do out there. It's just going to be like, they're going to look at us like we're real stupid.
Hey, man, I mean, two very different cultures. Like, you're going to have to do some studying before you go.
Yeah. So how do you feel about, like, anime series that get their movies? Get a movie, because, like, we've had Demon Slayer, and then we've had Jujutsu Kaisen recently.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, One Piece gets their movies. But most of the time, like... Dragon Ball Z and them, their movies aren't canon. So,
Right.
how do you feel about that most of the times?
It depends. If it's non-canon, which excuse me, a surprising amount of anime movies are just non-canon. It's
Yeah.
usually just like a what if type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy them for what they are. The animation on movies, the animation is like always like top tier.
Yeah, it's like with Mugen Train, you know, like they did the whole Mugen Train arc in the series, but we still have the movie too, you know.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see, you know. It's like the movie they could have easily just put the whole movie in just the series, or just did the movie and then continued the series. But like they're like, no, we got to at least do the series so people can keep up with the story type thing. But then we get other movies, you know, that are just completely non-canon, which I love because we get shit like Broly.
Right. And hopefully, you know, with these other movies, those characters will become future canon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe it won't take as long as it did for Broly, but
yeah, no,
we'll see.
I enjoy like series that get a movie because the animation on them is stellar. Like One Piece Red was just a fun movie. It was a musical, don't get me wrong, but it was a fun movie.
It was a musical and it was an artistic masterpiece. Now, the funny thing is, we all knew this was a musical going in.
I don't see how people didn't realize, because the main character is an idol. That's like the whole shtick.
But these people were so angry that the movie was a musical.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know that. I know you knew it was going to be a musical going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they advertised it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Every clip you saw leading up or trailer had music in it.
Mm-hmm.
It had singing. Like you knew it was going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's not horrible.
No, the music was fantastic in that whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have there wasn't a good sound. There wasn't like a bad soundtrack throughout that entire movie.
Yeah,
I have the soundtrack on my phone.
Oh yeah, me too.
So like, it's amazing that I see people that were like, "Well, I didn't come here to watch a musical. I came to watch One Piece." And I'm like, "Well, what else were you expecting? It's literally a One Piece with an idol character who sings and dance, and throughout every single trailer, there was a different song. You're gonna tell me you didn't know that none of that was a musical?"
Yeah. Yeah, I like on the album, the soundtrack. I like how they threw in the Being Sake song as well.
Yeah, with her Uta singing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one don't play in the movie, but I think it plays during the credits, don't it?
Yes, I believe it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and even at that, like for some of my dub fans of dub out there, Amelie or Lee and Lai on YouTube. If you're looking for the voice actor for Uta for the dub,
oh yeah,
she does have a YouTube channel, and she actually does the English covers of all the songs.
Yeah, she does a phenomenal job of it too.
Like I'm amazed that they didn't let her do it. You know, but I know why they didn't. They wanted to keep because they had a big name star sing these songs, and they wanted to keep it even for the dub.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys are looking for more like, you want to hear the song in dog. I'm great at words. If you're looking to hear the song in dub, her YouTube name is Lee and Lai. Then you can easily find her on YouTube and actually listen to those.
Mm-hmm. You good there? You gonna survive?
I don't know. My nose is just like, it's on it today.
Oh, dude, don't die on me. I'll stare at you while you die. I don't know CPR.
That's fine. I don't
do mouth to mouth.
I was like, I was going right there. I was like, don't you dare give me mouth to mouth, because like then we can't look each other in the eyes anymore.
I will not. Go ahead.
I was about to just say, I actually just recently watched a movie called. It was right there, and then it did it. I escaped the ring. Josie and the Tigerfish.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, we got it back.
I have not seen that one.
You have not seen that one. Have you seen like the poster for it?
I've seen the poster for it.
Okay, yeah.
I have not actually seen the actual film.
Like the poster is just like so misleading, because I was expecting a heartbreaking anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought I was just gonna have my heart broken and cry that night, and then it was just like, no, this was actually a pretty decent, like happy, like ending. You know, it's 100% just a love story about a girl in a wheelchair and one of the characters who becomes one of her caretakers. Why am I reversing that?
Take care. What?
You like, even you said it first correctly and then realized how I said it backwards. Oh yeah, but no, he's like her caretaker, and he, like, her grandma doesn't want her to like go out at all, wants her
Mhm.
to stay home. Well, then he eventually just starts sneaking her out, and they go on out, and she's experiencing the world.
Mhm.
So it's a very lovely anime, and it's just a good love story, you know. And like it's a good story just in general to say, you know, things aren't always perfect, but we are what we make of them, you know.
Yeah. There was a movie that came out, man, 22, 21.
Mm-hmm.
It's recent, but Belle. It's called Belle.
I loved Belle.
Yeah. If you don't know what Belle is, it's basically just the Japanese retelling of Beauty and the Beast. That's literally what it is. It's just a retelling. It's a little more futuristic.
Yeah, it basically takes place in like a virtual world.
Yeah, it's like virtual reality.
The best example I can give you, VR chat. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, that's basically it. Because they got this.
Yep.
It starts off with like this phone app or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they like, it's like another world within the app itself where you can just be somebody else.
Yep.
And the main character chooses to be this like idol singer who accidentally gets extremely famous and popular.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's basically a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and it does a really great job.
I love all the songs in that.
Mm-hmm.
I occasionally go back to them every now and again just because they're really well done. And they do a
They do?
they do a yeah a dub for the singing and a sub for the singing. So
Mhm.
depending on what you're more privy to, so that's definitely like if you're want a more recent one, definitely got to check that out. By the way, we cannot talk about anime movies without talking about the king of all anime movies, Akira.
Oh my god, dude! Yes, Akira.
Okay, because we can't act like that didn't influence every single media in the world.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got the Blu-ray right there. You can see it right there, right next to My Hero.
Let's see. Yes.
Yep. Akira. I love it, dude. A major classic, even today, extremely popular.
Like every movie, even like Marvel, Disney, they rip off that fucking motorcycle scene. Everybody
yeah,
does it. Everybody does it. Like that is how iconic that. Like I even saw a TikTok like where they did a big compilation of where people do that scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's so iconic.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those movies that just will never be forgotten.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely ingrained in pop culture.
Oh yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no. Like it just the story in general, like some people even take snippets of that and add it into their own story just because of how influential and like so like memorable it is in that sense that I don't see why you wouldn't. And like it's when we talk about like the really taking off of anime, that was one of the movies that did it.
Oh yeah,
because it's just like for as old as it is, it's so popular here in the U.S. even before anime took off.
Yeah, the animation still holds up, dude.
Oh,
like, you can tell it's you can tell it's dated animation, but it holds up so well.
Right. It's definitely got that old time animation style, but the animation is still so stellar throughout the entire movie.
Oh, for sure. I've seen this one in sub and in dub, and
yeah,
I love them both. The dub version did a very good job of getting like the right voices for the right characters. Like Tetsuo's voice character in the English dub, I forget his name, but it was like a perfect match. When I heard it in Japanese, the English version in my head, I was like, that's what it is.
It's like they just nailed it.
Yeah, they matched it. Like every voice too in that movie. Like the dub VAs were just like spot on.
Yeah, no, but like, if you guys haven't seen this movie yet, this is the one to go watch because this is like, for all media that you currently watch, this is like people's main inspiration for everything. It's just that influential of an anime movie. And it even shows that just like not even just anime series are just good and influential. We had something that really launched things into just the stratosphere.
Right. Let's talk about Perfect Blue for a sec. Have you seen it?
I have not actually seen Perfect Blue.
1997 movie. It's like a thriller type of movie.
Now I may have seen.
It's almost like Donnie Darko, but in anime form.
Now I may have seen like a review on it. because I was curious about it.
Mhm.
This is the one about what is she, an idol or an actress?
Yeah, she's an idol. I believe she's an idol. Man, it's been a while.
Yeah, no.
It's like psychological thriller.
But she's like seeing another version of herself, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, and there's also a stalker. Like,
Yeah.
just going at her and just driving her insane, like even more, like pushing her towards the brink.
As far as I'm aware, it's like very dark and mysterious, and like it's supposed to be kind of creepy in a sense.
It is, and I love it, dude. This is another classic movie. It's not as popular, but it's still super popular.
Mm.
Like there's plenty of people who know about it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those that I
Mhm.
really need to watch, and I just haven't got to it yet.
Right.
Have you seen The Boy and the Beast?
I have.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the it's a movie where you can choose who your family is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the people who you were fucking born in with. It's who you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically what that movie is.
And when you first started talking just now, I thought you were going to say something dumb like, it's a movie about a boy and a beast. You think? I really thought you were going to say that, dude.
No, it's like a no, I wouldn't even just say that, but like it's a mixture of like developing, because you get to watch as he grows and like decides to be like, hey, I want the best of not just this world, but my world as well. I want to be able to not just learn to be a fighter and all this, but I want to be able to gain knowledge and all that. Right. It's like finding that balance of becoming the person you want to be and learning from the world itself. It's very intriguing.
Yeah.
I
enjoyed it.
I think if anybody watched it, there would be different lessons you can take from it depending on who's watching it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think that type of movie is.
What about Summer Wars? You remember that one?
Oh my god!
I loved Summer Wars, dude.
Even though Summer Wars, and I'll just say now, Summer Wars is the first Digimon movie. Mm-hmm. That's basically all that is. And like even like the director said it himself. He's like, yeah, no, I really liked this idea. Then we put it into Digimon, but I wanted to expand on that and make it better. Mm-hmm. And he did. That's a really good one. Think of it like we were talking about earlier. There's a virtual world inside we got the real world and then the virtual world, and like this virus called Love Machine starts stealing people's accounts and hacking into like this virtual world, and so they're trying to also get back their accounts without this, because they call it the world of Oz. I remember now. Because like Oz apparently controls everything in the world, because we just wanted to give technology that much power.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're like if they don't take care of this virus, like people will die, like traffic lights won't work, service vehicles will just be sent to random places. It's interesting movie, very actiony, and it's gonna get you really pumped. I really like it.
Yeah, I do love it. It just came to my mind too as we were talking about movies. Mm-hmm. Because I even have like this list here, and I was like, "There's something that I don't see on this list. I can't remember what it is." And then it hit me, like Summer Wars, and that's a movie I borrowed from you because you used to have it on DVD.
Yeah, I think I still have it on Blu-ray somewhere.
Probably.
I have that, The Boy and the Beast, and then I have Wolf Children. I have all three of those.
Wolf Children was another great movie.
Yeah, no.
I really did love that one.
Yeah, basically just think of it like this woman gets with a werewolf-type man and has children. But he, unfortunately, passes away, so she has to learn to take care of these children, but not understand what it means to be part wolf, in a sense. So it's a learning process for everybody. Mm-hmm. So if you got kids or thinking about having kids, go watch that one. That may change your opinion real quick.
Yeah. He says, "Love the background." Yeah, thanks. It's AI generated, so I have no issues with copyright. Now, Kevlar said he's never seen any One Piece movies, and is there one you recommend?
If you're looking for like. Again, Red is good if you're looking for that musical taste and like kind of what wackiness One Piece is. That's a good one. But if you're looking for like a good action type one, Z, I think Z is one of the
Z.
better ones.
What was the other one? It was Gold or Gold something.
Yeah.
Gold Stampede, maybe? Is it or
No. Gold is different. Stampede is something else.
Yeah.
Stampede is also another really good one. So like, if you're not looking for the musical type, I would definitely choose either Stampede or Z, because those are going to be your two heavy action ones.
Yeah. Now, which one was the one with Shiki? Do you remember? I can't remember the movie with Shiki in it, but that was also a great one. It might have been Gold or I can't quite remember.
You remember?
I can't remember.
Remember? Yeah.
Remember?
There's that Texan.
Yeah.
Which character was Shiki?
Shiki was a part of the Rocks Pirates. Shiki was also the very first to ever escape from Impel Down.
Oh,
the only.
That is
aside from Luffy.
That is Stampede. If we're talking about it, it's either Stampede or Z. Gold is when they go to that floating island of like casinos and shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's a fun one. If you're looking for just a fun time, Gold is a fun time.
Oh, for sure.
You're gonna get your action piece at the end, but a lot of it is just wacky One Piece antics.
Mm-hmm. I guess it would also depend on like how far you are into the series, or if you've even seen it at all.
Yeah, if you're not looking for like heavy spoilers, I don't recommend any of the things that we listed.
Yeah.
Until you get to like, I want to say close to the time skip. Yeah. Then it would be kind of safe to watch where we're at.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Except for Red, which you want to get to at least Whole Cake Island.
Yeah, because the only character that's in there that kind of throws you off is gonna be Jimbei.
Oh, he's in Gear 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's right, because when I'm gaming with Kevlar, he's always doing the yo ho 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 all the time into my headset.
Hey, that's the Brooke is like the best singer, so I would understand.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, if you've seen Gear 5, then you're pretty far in there.
Yeah, any movie is gonna be good. That we recommend. One Piece is really hard. You're just gonna. It depends. Like I said, it's always depending on your taste. It's in its head.
He said, "Damn, now it's in my head." Well, after the stream, I'll jump on the game. We can sing it together.
And then Seraph says, "Sorry, I'm late. Was playing with ghosts."
Oh.
The ghosts of your past, or like actual ghosts?
Oh man, but yes, if you've seen Gear 5, definitely just about any movie, even Red should be okay, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
like he's gotten to Gear 5, so Red should definitely be okay.
Yeah, if you're at Gear 5, like Red's perfect. You're good. You can't go anything past Gear 5.
Yeah, again, it's like your it all comes down to your preference. If you don't like musicals, or you don't want to watch One Piece with a bunch of music in it, then probably stay away from Red. But I loved it, dude.
I loved it. Like I said, I got the whole musical on my phone.
Got the whole album on my phone, and I listen to it frequently.
Seraph says all the kids have COVID, so soon to be all the ghosts in the house.
Wow. I got dark. Really fast.
You're just writing them off right already. You're not even giving them a chance. Give them a chance.
At least, dude. Think of the children.
Okay,
I got 4.
Okay, look.
Well, that's depressing.
So look, what you do is you take care of your favorite and then let the others survive.
Pick the one that you think is going to be the most successful and focus on that one.
Hey, I mean, like, when you get old, I mean, you're going to want someone to take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Abenobashi, so Goofy movies are good. I mean, that's what Kevlar said, so... I mean, yeah.
Then I think Gold would be a good one for you, because that one's pretty goofy in general.
Yeah, they've got their usual One Piece antics. You got Luffy acting like a goof all the time.
Oh, yeah, because, like, even the fight scenes in there are just extremely, like, goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you get, what was it, Frankie, Chopper, and Usopp facing that one chick.
Oh yeah. Oh, but yeah, man. Any one of those One Piece movies we listed off, and I always forget he's a One Piece fan as well. Like he sings a song, but we never talk about it, so I always forget.
So it's like you always forget where he's at in the One Piece.
Like I know he's at least gotten to Thriller Bark because he's singing "Being Sake" to me. But yeah, any one of those would be good for you if you just want to watch a One Piece movie and you're not worried about the timeline.
Yeah, since you're pretty far, I don't think you'd really want to watch like the first 6 movies of One Piece because those are really old.
I mean, yeah, those are all still like when they're just entering the Grand Line and stuff. So those are pretty old movies, dude. That sets far back. I mean, it's fun if you want to watch them as you're watching the series.
Exactly. But then again, like I said, there is somewhere online that'll tell you when to watch them, what order to watch them, and everything. I am not that guy.
That's someone who took hours of their life and compiled everything to give you the perfect watching list.
Yep. Hell, there's even someone who's dedicated a list of all the fillers of One Piece and tells you when the endings or when the opening stops and when the ending begins. Like they've devoted their time to this.
Yeah. One Piece actually doesn't have a lot of filler though.
They do not. They do not have a lot of filler.
It's one thing I've always enjoyed. Like it's always just story, and you know
why
they do get filler. But
you want to know why they don't have filler? Because their openings are 7 minutes long.
I don't know about that.
Tell me I'm wrong. When they do their whole,
they got to do the whole. Yeah.
We're not even just talking about the opening like theme.
They do the whole. They do like a 5-minute review of the last episode, which I guess is helpful if you were watching it like week to week. But once you get caught up, it gets annoying. Like you got to skip the first 7 minutes.
Or if you're like me and you, like let it get far enough ahead, and then you watch it all at once, and it's like I don't even see this.
Let's see. Kevlar said he has this problem where he'll watch the series but not the movies unless it's the Dragon Ball universe.
It's understandable because, like
I've
we
done
said,
that on some series.
Yeah, because not everything is canon, and even unless you know it's canon or if they're not gonna like animate it for the series, I can understand not really wanting to watch it. But if like for some like Jujutsu Kaisen 0, that's canon, but they're not gonna do. They're not going to animate that movie into the series, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
Yeah, because they're going straight into it for the next season. And then, and he says, Seraph says, I do the same except for Bleach. I had to watch those movies.
Yeah, I love all the Bleach movies, which again, I got down there somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're just
like a 4-pack with all the movies. You've got Diamond Dust Rebellion. Damn, I forgot the rest now.
There's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but yeah, I have them all there. Seraph says, High School DxD movie soon? I would love to have a High School DxD movie. I'm still waiting on a season 5 confirmation.
Here's the thing. The reason we're never going to get a High School DxD movie is there's no way to get past all the regulations that they're going to have for that theater. Especially when you got basically borderline hentai going on.
Oh, no. It's going straight to DVD if we get a movie.
Yeah, if we get a movie, that's exactly where it's going.
It's going straight to streaming services or DVD.
It's
that's
like
they're going to make their money.
Heaven's Lost Property. That's the perfect example. It never went to theater. It's going straight to DVD.
Yep.
They know what it is.
And Kevlar says he doesn't care too much if it's canon or not, just if it's a good movie. And I agree, because I'm the same way. As long as it's a good movie, I don't care if it's canon. I love the whole separate story on its own.
If you care about animation though, like Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, I would watch that over than watching the episodes for that. I'd just rather watch the whole movie because that's just animated so beautifully.
And we got Evolving Carnage sending some tentacles for you. Think that's for you, hentai guy.
I accept them.
Well, I'm going to leave while you get friendly with those tentacles. I'm not going to watch that.
Hey, I've seen what they've done. They work wonders, apparently.
I'll take your word for it, because it ain't gonna happen to me. Oh man, oh Hellsing movie, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see an updated version of Hellsing.
You know what? I honestly would. Well, I mean, we had the original Hellsing, and then
we had Hellsing Ultimate, which is the actual following of the manga.
yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Hellsing, but the only problem I have with that is I don't know if we can get that same like dark art style today.
Right.
So it's kind of like, yeah, I would like to see it, but can they do it right?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Kevlar says, I do care a little about animation. I don't know if you've seen Lupin the Third, but no thank you. And since I said Lupin the Third, and you only typed Lupin, that'll tell you that yes, I've seen it.
So it's like, are we talking about the Lupin with the you good? We talking about the Lupin with the 3D fucking animation?
Dude, I'm dying over here.
He's got COVID.
Excuse me.
Lupin
oh my
God.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Animation is important to me, but if the story's good, I'm still gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just depends on your cup of tea, you know, because some like me and you, we care more about a good story most of the time more than anything else, which is why I think like we like stupid crap like The Way of the House Husband. That is not animation in any way, but
oh yeah,
it's so good. It's so fun. It's literally just pages of the manga colored.
Mm-hmm. Kevlar says Sarah's spread is COVID to me.
Look, they even made you cough.
I'm telling you, oh my God, dude. Oh, I don't know what that was, but excuse me. Oh man, but anyways, we're coming up to the end of the podcast. So, is there any other movie you got in mind before we go?
Nothing that I majorly want to talk about because I know a lot of people understand like Your Name and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that one particular hit as hard as me as like the stuff that I talked about, like A Silent Voice or The Boy and the Beast, because those are just like those are the ones that really hit me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, Your Name is like spectacular animation with a good story and everything, but it didn't hit me as hard as those other ones though.
Right. Real quick, Grave of the Fireflies.
Listen, we don't need to talk about that. you just trying to give people depression out here.
For real, that was very traumatizing, and I watched that when I was like younger. Oh man, that hit me like really hard.
It's like what did you say? And then you woke up.
Oh my God, dude, that hit me so hard.
It's just like you don't see it coming, and then when it comes, it's just straight up, just a knockout.
Yep. Now, for as traumatizing as it was, I go back and forth between wanting to watch it again and saying, you know what, I have enough problems with life right now.
It's like, do I want to hurt myself today?
Right? Watching Grave of the Fireflies is equivalent to self-harm, basically.
You might as well just punch yourself in the face because that's what you're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, well, it looks like we're coming up to the end of the episode, so I think we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, no, definitely. We'll probably talk about some more in-deep like movies and stuff because eventually, like here, I want to talk deep. Ooh.
You want to doodah?
I had to sneeze, and it was sneaking up on me, and it was like one of those ones where it like hits you real hard.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I want to do some like deep dives into certain series and stuff like that. Eventually, like really get into like spoiler territory, but really talk about some certain shows.
Right.
I knew it was coming.
Bless you.
But like, I just definitely wanted to get a general like out there, like all these different types of movies, definitely that you guys should watch, that are very interesting, very heartwarming.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, like, I want to do some deep dives on stuff eventually, and we'll eventually get to some of those. Anything you would like to
add? Allergy medication.
Yeah,
I don't have it on me.
Like, I wasn't even like this earlier. I thought I was good today, and now it just hit me out of nowhere.
Maybe you're allergic to Cats?
It may
The
be.
only thing I could think of.
It's a possibility, but I don't.
There's nothing else in
The
here.
last couple times though, I wasn't sneezing as hard, so
It is true.
unless you secretly had them in here without telling me.
Not that I know of. They'd be in here without me knowing it too. But alright guys, I think that's where we're going to end this episode 6. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. As always, thank you to Bled by Design for providing the music. We appreciate it. And that's where we're going to leave off, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright guys, well stay anime and we'll see you next time. Take it easy.
See it.
And to think that I was born this day beneath the sword of my enemy. And with the final breath I curse your name. Pathania, so slow I have been slain. And to think that I was born this day beneath the sword of my enemy. And with the final breath I curse your name. Pathania, so slow I have been slain.